Hey, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. Shabbat Chanak, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Doing a walk and talk lesson. This shouldn't be too long. I had a couple of things that I wanted to speak about, but I'll probably just break them up in videos and different videos, Yahweh Shai willing, today. And basically, we all see what's going on with Russia, the last couple of weeks, the prophets, in particular here at Great Millstone, we've been speaking about this heightened war, or these different rumors of war. And how it's going to culminate into World War III, and that's pretty much the end of America. All right, and we see the buildup. Nevertheless, we also understand, according to prophecy, that World War III will not happen until the MOTB, the mark of the beast, is implemented. Okay, and the hour of temptation, the hour of temptation is here, which is the MOTB. The subdermal device, sub meaning under, dermal means skin, a device, artificial electronic tag, that has multiple different types of technology in it, near field communication. It has GPS, it can store data. Right, and this technology is as a size of a grain of rice. Now, Russia, they're pretty much taking back a lot of these regions that they once had, and there's a battle between the West and what you would call the East, and a lot of people know that eventually World War III is going to happen. It's going to happen, okay. Yet, remember, this is just confused. This is all just I'll say smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirror. We're not the end is here. No. Now crazy things could happen. Okay, but we understand that this is just a rumor. Let me bring out a scripture. This is Matthew. Let me start up a little bit. Matthew 24 and 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of false prophets out there, especially, you ain't seen nothing yet, through the Spirit. Because when all these things start to come to the earth, and more heightened war, more confusion, more diseases, people are going to be speaking about the return of what they call Christ, or who they call Christ. We know him as Yahushai, and you're gonna have a lot more false prophets rising up, opening up the Bible, and because we're gonna be the world is gonna be in a state of confusion, so they're gonna be looking for answers, and that's where the false prophet's gonna arise and deceive many people. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors. Let me read that again. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So are we not hearing? Are we not seeing that? A war with Russia. Now, America is not necessarily, in war with Russia, but there is a war. It's a cold war, you can say. And all these different analysts, they speak about that. They speak about how there's a cold world war, between America, between China, because these global powers, they're trying to gain dominance. They want to be the next ruling class, and America is weakening. So this is a perfect time to strike, take back certain territories, grab certain lands, certain military strikes in certain areas, pivot yourself and position what they call war posturing, posture yourself in different parts of the earth So, you can have a military advantage, and this is essentially what's going on. And these are all rumors. Some are wars, some are rumors, but ultimately we know that the Third World War, where nuclear missiles are going to be flying, that's going to happen, once the MOTB, the mark of the beast, is pushed. Okay, the World War III will not happen until then. Now you're going to have skirmishes. There can be, certain things that can look like World War III, just like was that January of 2020 with Soleimani, Iran. The Iranian nuclear scientist. He was hit with, he was assassinated, and people around the world, they were scared. They were speaking about World War III. So you're going to see a lot of people bug out, especially Jake. Jake's going to bug the hell out once these things really start taking, rooting the earth. And then that's going to give the prophets, the true prophets, even more, honor, or whatever you want to call it, or, more fame. You could say fame, but really justify the words of the prophets even more. I should say it like that, or really the scriptures, because we're just a mouthpiece, not like we created the Bible and we knew what was going on. We start understanding once the Lord, he broke it down to us. Okay, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Now all these things, I've been staying tuned, and I could have did a video last night, but we're looking at this as this is just a distraction. Okay, this whole Ukraine, Russia, the EU, NATO, because ultimately we know that all the allies of America are going to break off. Okay, all the allies of America are going to break off, and they're going to turn on America. So the Germany is going to turn on America. France is going to turn on America. UK is going to turn on America. Okay, let me bring that out real quick. The beast shall hate the whore. Okay, the beast is NATO and the EU. Okay, those nations. Now there's more. What it was, 10 nations. But then, if I'm not mistaken, but then, what's it called? They start adding more people to, NATO and stuff, But let me bring that out. Revelation 17. And that whole chapter is good. Give me a second. 17. Right, it should be 17. Right, yep. Right, these 10 nations right here. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, okay, and those 10 horns would give power unto the beast, okay, NATO, these European countries, okay, the Edomites, essentially, the revitalized of the Roman Empire, the same nations that were in the Roman Empire, okay, because everything is reincarnated. Okay, America is modern day Rome. America is modern day Rome, and you can say, the EU, NATO is the extension or the satellite states of Rome. Okay, and and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. See, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So we know that, hey, this is not it. All right, because these 10 horns, which are these European nations, they have to turn on America. Okay, and they're going to side with Gog and Magog, which is Russia. You're going to have Persia, which is Iran. You're going to have Ethiopia. You're going to have Libya, Syria. You're going to have all these, African and Eastern countries, as well as China, Asia, right? They're going to come and fight against Babylon the Great. So this little skirmish that's going on, that's basically what it is. It's a skirmish. Pretty much Russia is a military action to take back certain parts of Ukraine. Okay, now it can spill over to certain things. It can cause more conflict and stress and distress of the nations, and that's essentially what it's for. Okay, and we know that, hey, this is all a distraction of the elites, really, because watch during all this, you're a lot of backhanded, demonic things are gonna be taking place, while the people's minds are distracted and they're in a heightened state of fear. Okay, people are afraid. Oh, there's a rumor of World War III, and they know World War III is going to be shot off with nuclear missiles. Now, there were certain videos that I was watching, pass through the thread. You see on certain sites of, missiles being launched off in Ukraine. Now, just picture yourself here in America and you just seeing missiles fly off. What spirit would that put you in? Okay. I'm done there. Let me go back to Matthew. Let me read verse 6 again. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. See, these things must happen. Okay, we totally understand that we're in a time of war. Okay, there's a time of war, there's a time of peace. Ecclesiastes, was that the first chapter or the third chapter tells you that? First chapter? Let me bring that out. Let me just, real quick. I think it's the first chapter. Let me see. Or maybe 3. Right, it's a 3. Let me just go right to the point. Let me start at the top first. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Okay, and then it says it's a time to be born, it's a time to die, so on and so forth. But let me go into verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. Okay, so you can't hate. That's an emotion. If the Lord didn't want you to hate certain things, He wouldn't give you that emotion. Now you're supposed to love your brother. You're not supposed to hate your neighbor. Okay, but you can hate wickedness. You can hate evil. Okay, you can hate the Edomites. You can hate the other nations. That doesn't mean you commit acts of violence. That doesn't mean that. Okay, a time of war and a time of peace. So, are we? What time are we in? Huh? We're in a time of war. And when things really get jumping, that's when you're going to see a lot of Israelites, start making that decision if they want to serve the Lord or not. But, a lot of times it's going to be too late. Now, the Lord is going to have mercy on certain men and women, but that's not, you don't want to try those odds. I wouldn't try those odds. Okay. I'm back in Matthew. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Okay, so is there also a rumor of famine going around? Huh? In certain parts of the earth, like Turkey, food inflation, what they're saying on the books is around 40 to 50% inflation. Now, economists say once food inflates up to 30%, people start rioting. Okay, so hey, we're in that time of famine. So here it is. You got this rumor of war. You got actual you have the Russians going, military going actually into Ukraine. America talking BS. Okay, there's a rumor of famine, right? And pestilence. Are we not in a scamdemic? Are we not in a global scamdemic right now? Now they're going to release. Hey, shit's going to get released too. Okay, shit hasn't even got released yet. So when we start to actually see people drop dead, okay, and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, all these are the beginning of sorrow. So we're only in the beginning of sorrows. So we're going to hear more about war. Okay, we're going to hear more about different diseases. There's going to be more lockdowns. They just open up. They just pretty much release a lot of these. They release a lot of these mandates. Okay. And then they're going to allow, then they're going to, more variants are going to come in. People are going to be dying from taking the jump shot. Then they're going to blame that on the on the disease that's mutated, which is going to give them more liberty to come and lock things down. And look, they already have the infrastructure set up. That's all they needed. They already have the jump shot infrastructure already set up. Meaning, if they say, we're in a global scandemic, okay, economies need to lock down. Everything's already set in place. Okay, people already know about the QR codes. People already know about the vaccine, the passports. So hey, everything's already set up. That mark of the beast infrastructure is set up. Okay, so that's all being set up right before your eyes, and there's all type of distractions to distract you from you seeing that. Okay, like this skirmish with Russia. Why is America there? Why does America have anything to do with Ukraine? Because America's in everybody's business. Okay, they're backing the western part of Ukraine, which the western part of Ukraine, they feel that they're more European than ethnic Russians. So there's a lot of division amongst the nations. Let me see if I'm gonna read a little bit more. I think that's pretty much it. Give me a second. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I can bring out more scriptures. No biggie. I just wanted to touch on that. Lord's want to come back, hit some more videos. But look, hey, that thing that's going on, yeah, it can spill over, and eventually things are going to spill over. Yet we understand that, the deal is not going to go down until the MOTB is pushed. Now, we're always going to be in a heightened state of war. There's always going to be a rumor of war. Remember that. But keep your eyes open for, the MOTB. All right. Until next time, shalom to the elect.